It's a game review! Huzzah! Hi, guys! So, the game that I'm going to review for you guys today is Dante's Inferno. It's a game that I bought on my birthday. But anyway, $60. I'm going to come straight out with it and say it's not worth the money. That is, unless you don't mind less than, 4 hours of gameplay and just a straight shot to the end, and there's nothing on the side to do or anything, really. I mean, aside from, some of the visuals and, the basic concept of the story, it was lame. So let me give you kind of the basic rundown. Dante's Inferno is based off of an old poem. I read it a long time ago, and basically it's about Dante who faces, all of his sins going through hell to save his wife. Now, I would recommend the poem. Like I said, it's been a while since I've read it, but I do recall it being really cool. But anyway, the poem aside, the game was just complete crap. My first issue is that when you start the game itself, you fight some peasants, and then you end up fighting the Grim Reaper. And you end up defeating him with his own scythe, and then you take his scythe. And then all of a sudden you come back home, you find your wife is dead, Lucifer has taken her, blah blah blah. You go to the gates of hell, you fight some demon spawn, you talk to some ghost specter dude who's supposed to be the poet, and then you begin your descent into hell. Now, one of the things that they were trying to make awesome about this game, and was like one of the biggest things, was the beast taming segments, where you would get up on top of, this huge demon that you'd have to weaken first, and then you'd be able to control it. Now, the first time you do that, it's fun. The first time you do it, it's totally cool. But then, after, I don't know, the 4th or 5th time of controlling the same demon, it's kind of boring. And then there's only one other beast that you can control, and that's like the ferryman. I don't even remember his name. That's how memorable this game was. It wasn't. So, I mean, it would have been, honestly, it would have been like a good, $30 game. Maybe $40. But, I mean, $60, I beat the game in 2.5 hours. There was a couple parts I kind of got stuck on, but it was real quick to figure out. And then, it was just, I just feel like I wasted so much potential and time out of my life sitting in front of that TV screen for, probably 2.5, 3 hours maximum. So, out of a 10 scale, honestly, I would give this game a whole whopping 1. But just because, just because it's based off of the poem doesn't make it a good game. In fact, it was quite a bit of rubbish. I mean, some of the visuals were alright. The soundtrack was fitting. The settings were pretty decent. But then at the same time, it was just like, you had to refight the same demons, reoccurring stuff, and it just wasn't a satisfying game.